Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Gonna do something same and different today. I know we've been on this theme of electric, and I've been driving them and telling you guys what I think, good, bad, indifferent. And I want to brought in two 23 G80s. On my left is the full electric 2023 G80. We're going to talk a little bit about the design, some cool features, and then this gasoline 2023 G80 Sport with red quilted leather interior that I want to talk about just a little bit about what's on the inside of this vehicle as well. But I want to start off by saying my take on electric since I've been driving them for almost 2 weeks now, and things that people won't tell you when you're buying one that will give you kind of a heads up so there's no frustration when you actually get it. So a couple of things that you need to be prepared and set up for what you're going to purchase and buy. And when I say that, it's not about the mileage that you can get. This vehicle, G80 all electric, shows 400 miles on a full charge. And that sounds great, and hey, great, 400 miles, I don't have to think about it. But if you're not set up and where you're going to charge it, how you're going to charge it, the ease of how you're going to charge it, it does become a problem. For myself, ChargePoint, I'm not plugging ChargePoint, but if you want to send me a free one, I will. ChargePoint will sell an individual a level 2 charging station that can be mounted in their garage for around $750. And I say that because if you have that at home, you always have that peace of mind that you can plug your car in at night, during the day. If you work at night, sleep during the day. And that to me sets you up for success with an EV. If you try and operate one of these cars knowing you're gonna have to go somewhere to charge it, there's a little bit more thinking that has to come in when you're going to leave or when you're gonna be at home or where you're driving and what happens. I will tell everyone that for the entire 2 weeks that I've been driving, other than last night, I just want to drive this because I love red, but I haven't thought about the mileage at all. Sounds simple because here at the dealership we have 2 charging stations. At home I didn't. I am now having that installed, so I do have that, so I can kind of reverse what I've had to do. And what I've had to do is charge it full when I leave here. I drive 65 miles just to get home and 65 miles back, and then I fully charged it again when I got here. If I can charge it at home when I'm sleeping, I can drive to work and drive home and drive everywhere else on a day off or where I want to go and not think about it. So it's not trips. I'm not even talking about that yet. I'm just talking about day-to-day driving. You have that at your house. You won't think about it. And for the mileage that I drive, I'm spending approximately $200 in gas a week in what I was driving. And my power bill has gone up about a quarter of that charging the EV at home is what I estimate. So just some information for you when you consider buying one. All of that being said, I think it is the future. Gas is now I think I just passed today, $3.86. I haven't looked at it in a long time, but I was told last week it was down to $3.30. Maybe where you live, it's $6, $5 a gallon. But 400 miles in this vehicle, to me, is enough to skip a charge. And you don't have to charge it all the time or think about it. And in this monster, you just got to put gas in it. So just some quick things about this EV that I want to talk about Genesis design. And I'm going to say it's the only one that I know about that they hid the charging port. I don't know if there's other cars out there that are electric that do that. But this is a deep green, if you can see the color, Savannah, if you can capture that in this beautiful light that we have, with a wonderful brown, not beige, brown leather interior. But one thing that I want to show is 2 things. The radar adaptive cruise, this is a shiny badging. That's where that is sunk into the bumper. Camera, again, mounted here. And if you'll notice on this panel is a G. And pushing on that is where you find the actual charging port. Wow. Shows actually that this is fully charged, and it is. I think I just looked at it. It was 402 Without the air conditioner on, when I put the air on, it went to 398, so not a big deal. But one thing that this does in the grill is it leaves both sides clean. There's no gas tank pop or charging station pop. That the entire sides, both sides, actually are smooth and clean, something that I really like. I also like this brown interior. I think I'm a big fan of colored interior, and I think that this dark brown and light brown looks very elegant in this green. So just from, as you can see, just aesthetically pleasing inside and out to me in this combination. We also have a black that has this same brown in it. And I just think that contrast, the steering wheel contrast, the wood grain that's actually on the dash, it all complements the exterior color. So I drove this. I won't go into too much detail. Very fast, just like the other EVs. Very, very smooth, very quiet, a lot of room in it. Cup holders are in a good spot. But just the interior design of the shifting, of the control for the actual infotainment screen. Just really, really nice. One thing that I am a little disappointed in, and this is not a Sport, we'll talk about the wheels that are on the Sport next door. The rims to me don't bring out that much. It looks like an old-fashioned rim to me. I think they could have done something a little bit better to make that stand out a little bit more. Keeping with the design theme, let's move over to the Sport gas-powered 3.5 turbo. And just, you want to drive something with gas, this is the one. I know that the car that the one on my left is faster because it's electric, but this one seems like you're really driving a sports car. And so we've talked about before how beautiful they make the grills. You see the difference in the EV grill and actually a gasoline grill. This is pivoted, and you also have the radar cruise up above, but it's hidden a little bit more on the electric. Camera's a little bit different design than on the electric. It's black instead of that kind of silver that meets all of the dash. License plate frame again and lower air dam is beautiful. Again, their logo, one of the most recognizable to me. Very beautifully placed on the hood. This diamond white, outstanding color. And then you move around to what we've talked about in the past about their rim and rim design. Just this etched out pattern that's on them. You know it's a Sport if you know Genesis because of that rim. And then again, everything on the side, body color matching. Beautiful pano roof. Very quiet with the screen that's on it when you're driving. And then you move around to something to me that's just electric, and it is a blood red interior paired with black and carbon fiber and quilted in the seats, adjusted bolsters and leg supports. Excuse my book bag in the back there. But just a great sports car really kind of design. I think you see this interior in very expensive sports cars.
Wow.
And they did a fantastic job. One other thing that I like on both, if you'll notice that the satellite radio shark fin is body colored on the actual EV. And because this entire roof is glass paneled, you see that it's that black chrome that sits on the Sport with the actual sunroof and this glass panel. You can see it on the dash and around the center console, the pattern that they actually used. Red stitching on the black, and then obviously the reverse on the seats. Just really top notch. This car brand new, I believe stickers in the 70s. I bought both of these cars from Genesis. They were used in the Pebble Beach Golf Tournament out in California. So they are pre-owned. You almost fell and I almost knocked the speaker out. Sorry, we're having some technical. They were both used out there. They had very minimal mileage on it, and they were less expensive than what you would purchase them new. Actually, the electric G80 has an MSRP right around $82,000, and invoice right around $77,000. And I think we're offering that car for sale right at $73,000. So big kind of discount back of dealer invoice and MSRP as well. Both cars will come with the 10100 560 from Genesis. You don't get that a lot when you buy pre-owned, but because they were used and only driven 122 miles, they're transferring that to the new buyer. So when you talk about EV sedans and prices in other makes and models, that falls very aggressively priced considering other makes and models. And what you get out of it, performance and comfort, is fantastic. Thanks for watching. Please drop some comments of which one you would have. If they were priced the same and we were giving you one, which one would you take? I take both, because I think there's a time to drive EV, and then there's a time that you want to get in this interior and most recognizable interior, I think, as well. Not just the color, but the pattern of the seats. So thanks for tuning in, subscribing, and please share and like the video. Have a great week.